Oh my god, I don't even want to see it. I don't even want to see it. Play it.
D23 just happened.
But I think this is a slap in the face in the entire franchise.
Why does it look so boring?
A lot of announcements were made, a lot regarding animation, and we have some thoughts. We're going to be giving our opinions not only as fans, but also as professionals in the industry.
This little piece of art that Brittany just finished, our first piece of concept art, we are going to show you.
Wait, hold on.
I just noticed a shadow.
Lexi, was it you that showed me the original version of Frozen 2's opening? Is this that character coming back?
Wait, what?
There was a animatic revealed of the original opening of Frozen 2, which revealed this sort of like shadowy figure with horns or something like that, or maybe antlers, that was some sort of a magical or antagonistic sort of figure. Okay, hold on. They zoomed in for us. There's more horned people.
Everyone in Disney animation is so
Ooh,
excited.
this is really pretty.
Now this is why it will take 2 films to answer them.
Did she say that there needs to be 2 movies to answer all these questions? Because I hope that was a joke.
Yeah, I think there's gonna be a Frozen 4.
Bro! Trilogies don't exist anymore. Trilogies just cannot exist.
Well, how do we feel about this from a story perspective first?
Make a TV show like they did with Tangled with this type of concept art. That's what I would say. Because I think there is a lot that you can expand on. Because I think the concept art for Frozen is one of the most beautiful concept arts I've seen. So I think that if there's so much that you want to, expand on, make a TV series with this horn guy being the villain. I don't know. Like, that's my hot take.
I honestly have maybe the opposite take. I feel like this is fine. I don't feel like we've necessarily overdone Frozen yet. When we hit number 4, probably we're getting there, If you're going to give us a movie, make sure that it is a true and meaningful story. We can't deny the fact that Frozen is incredibly influential to a lot of little kids out there.
I mean, if it's good, it's good. We are still very early in the concept stage of it.
If you don't know what D23 is, it is, according to Disney, the ultimate fan event for Disney fans. Disney makes massive announcements, and for a lot of people, it's a good time. But for us, it's criticizing time.
Huh? La Krista!
All right, here he is.
Like, yeah. I mean, that's the best I think they can get it for live action.
Let's try our best here to put our artist goggles on and try to dissect this from the perspective of an artist. We still have not seen live action Lilo and Stitch. This is still animated Stitch. Animation is core to what it is, right? Like Stitch here is an animated character. Lilo and Stitch has a very particular art style that has been recorded and studied by Disney, assessing Chris Sanders, the creator of Lilo and Stitch, his style. In that dissection, they discovered something really important, which is that all of the gravity weighs down towards the ground more than it does in our real world. Here's an example of one of the pages of the style guide that's been released. As you can see, they've shown sort of like what to do and what not to do. This is the no case. And the reason this is a no is that the weight is going upwards, right? Like there's the distribution of weight shrinks as you go down. Whereas when you look at the Chris Sanders version of doing Stitch's hand, things are consistently sort of the same size-ish, and the weight is going downwards. This creates a really interesting problem when you're in live action, because you're going to have real people next to animated characters. And real people don't abide by this sense of gravity that Chris Sanders' style has. First things that as an artist you're going to have to figure out is how do you make a character whose style does not adhere to the real world's logic fit next to a character who is in the real world.
Stitch is an alien, and we are not going to be adhering to real life rules. I feel like he could have looked a tad more like his original self proportion-wise. Also, just my hot take. I am not a fan of the harsh lighting. The sun-bleached lighting kind of look. It does take place at a beach, so in the movie, I'm sure Stitch is going to fit in a lot better. So like for this promotion, though, I feel like that was not necessary.
Yeah. Why is he so bright? Exactly, yeah.
To me, this Stitch just looks like a Funko Pop. Like, the underneath the fur, I view it as plastic. Like, my man, that's a Funko Pop. Like,
also, Stitch was my lowest concern. Jamba, I'm very curious about.
Speaking of live action,
Oh,
we've got something else to take a look at here.
No! 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 Oh my god, I don't even want to see it. I don't even want to see it. Play it.
It's time. I'll tell you a story. A story of a cub long before they became legends. Mufasa and the prince who would come to be known as Scar became brothers.
Hello, what's your name?
Mufasa.
I saved his life. Have a secret, Mufasa. I always wanted a brother.
hold on. So Mufasa's adopted.
Yeah, and Scar is the rightful heir to the throne, and I get why he's a villain. I get why he's mad.
Why were they British? Why were kids' version of them British?
Let's really set the record straight. I think this is actually insulting to the art of animation to keep calling this live action.
Oh, a big agree.
This is truly, in every way, this is an animated film. With that said, why does it look so boring? Like visually, it looks so uninteresting. It's not the artist's fault, it's the direction's fault, I think.
Because it shouldn't exist. I'm sorry. It should
Yeah.
not. It should. If you're gonna make a Mufasa movie, first of all, I'm not gonna. We're not gonna talk about the story because I have some problems with it. But like, why couldn't it just be 2D? It just should not exist.
Part of the reason that you can't get the range of expression that you get in animation, and it should be obvious, is that real lions don't move in the same way that animated lions can move.
Yeah, that's why I question why this wasn't like a stylized 3D animated movie, because again, like, you make it realistic, you have to stay within the realism and it's boring looking, or you push it too far, it's uncanny valley. Lion King was also just known for how beautiful and stylized it was.
This is my hot take. It's because I think the execs don't like animation. I genuinely think they don't care about it. They don't want it to look more stylized because they fear it's going to look too animated because they're so stuck in their mind of wanting to look live action. And then they're shooting themselves in the foot because now all the lions look really boring.
I think it's all rooted in this weird, like, shared trauma of like animation is a kid's medium. They're like, oh, people aren't gonna like it if it's not believable. We as a culture, I think, are realizing that we care more about story than we care about anything else.
And with Toy Story 5, the toys' jobs get exponentially harder when our toy crew goes head to head.
Oh my god.
What kids are obsessed with today, electronics.
No way. Are you serious? I'm actually really mad at this.
Are the phones gonna have emotion?
This is just like giving me like Wreck-It Ralph Breaks the Internet energy. I don't know, I can't like judge it too hard because it is the director that did direct the first movie. The fourth movie I thought was unnecessary, but it still had a conclusion ending. What is this? I don't understand. They're like completely disregarding the fourth movie and it's going to like fear-mongering and the technology. It isn't just a thing about toys, but I also just think in the newer age, there's just like less spaces for like kids to even be kids, which is why they go onto their phones. I think it's a cash grab. I think this is a slap in the face in the entire franchise. I said my piece.
Honestly, I'm glad somebody said it. But with that said, we have to be honest with something though. There's a big misconception, I think, about how money works in movies. A vast majority of movies are not actually as profitable as we think they are. And so a lot of the film industry works by funneling all their money from their sort of big tentpole movies. If you have a series of movies that don't make the money that you are looking for to make more movies, then you have to go back and make like a sequel so that you make that money back and you can continue making other movies. It's easy for us to judge it from the consumer's perspective and be like, please just give us something new. But I think from us being on, a little indie animation studio, I think we can see a perspective on how important it is financially to have something that actually works so that you can keep doing other things that are more creative.
If we're just going to continue going to sequels, we're really just going to start pushing away a lot of original creative ideas. I'm worried that in the future, execs are going to see this and be like, okay, so sequels are the only thing that works. And I'm upset and I'm mad. And that's why we're seeing all these like movies now that are just only sequels. Oh my gosh.
I also feel like this is just a thing studios have created a problem for themselves as well. Past 10 years or so, I say, it's been remake and sequel heavy, and that's all a lot of viewers are seeing. So I understand the frustration for sure.
You can't tell me with a clear conscience that Andrew Stanton doesn't want to make another original movie, but what can you do? There's no monies, So
I will watch Toy Story 5 though, just to see how the hell Woody got back to his toys, because I thought he was
Yeah.
a lost toy What happened to that plot, huh?
Huh?
Buzz Lightyear is going to be played by Robert Downey Jr. now.
Oh my
And-
god.
All right, are we ready for the final announcement that we're going to look at today?
Yeah?
Why do we sound like we just ran a marathon or like we just got beat up?
Let's see the next one.
Look at her hair. Her hair's so good.
Little sis! Fix it! Before Maui stole Tifiti's heart, our ancestors wanted to connect our island to all the people.
Can I get a chee-hoo?
You guys, bring it on, Coco! Nuts!
Okay, what do you guys think?
This movie always looks so beautiful.
I love the upgrades that they've done to all the characters' hair. Their hair physics is so nice this time around. I feel weird about this one, to be honest.
Yeah, personally, the first thing I noticed is that it's a lot of story beats that are very similar to the first. Like, it's hard to take, especially initial trailers, teasers at face value like this. I don't want to make too many assumptions. But so far, I wish there was a couple more new things. I don't like being this cynical in general.
Yeah.
I always want to be proven wrong. I don't want to see these actually fail. It's a lot of work put in, a lot of time, a lot of money, you know.
Apparently, we have some honorable mentions that Tarek, the voice from Beyond, has collected for us. I'm ready to take a look at them. Do you want a video about us breaking down the rest of the announcements at D23? Let us know in the comments if you feel like that's a good idea. If not, just tell us no and go back to making art, you know? Julia, I know you have some thoughts on Hoppers.
I'm so excited. The main character looks so cute. The beaver's design looks cute. I'm just very hopeful for it now.
I would love to talk about Elio. I'm very excited for that. Avatar.
The blue people.
The blue people. Let's leave that for another video.
I'll watch the first Avatar movie again.
Thank you for watching. If you have any hot takes of your own, feel free to let us know, comment down below. And if you're interested in keeping up with our show, feel free to subscribe and follow us on our socials. We are ATO the Show just about everywhere. Thanks, guys.